This is TWiT.
Joshua in Michigan wonders how a student should safely report a vulnerability. He writes, "Hello, Steve. I'm a huge fan of the show. I started taking classes in computer science when I was in the 8th grade, and I can say you've been a big part of my inspiration and interest in computer science and security. I'm contacting you because I found a security flaw in an online class that I'm taking. I'm still a high school student, but I'm taking an online Spanish class, so I have time to dual enroll and take computer science classes at my local university. In my computer science class, we've been working with web development, and I was curious as to what software my class was built on. So as I was expecting the source, I saw a CSV file. It was named a random number, so I was curious and downloaded the file. It was under the overview directory, so I thought it might be an outline of my assignments for the semester. But the file actually contains the grades for every student in my class. Wow. Obviously, this is a security flaw, and I know I should report it. The biggest concern is how I should go about reporting it. I've read about too many white hats who've gotten in trouble for responsibly reporting vulnerabilities. I'm still in the class right now, and I don't want it to affect my enrollment. If they dropped me from the class, I don't know how it would affect my grades, and I don't know how I would be able to make it up. What do you think is the best way for me to go about reporting this? I looked on their website, and I couldn't find a logical place to report it either. I want to make sure that the issue is dealt with, so I don't just want to send it to their general sales query email. I really appreciate you looking into this. I know you're very busy, but I'm both conflicted and concerned about how to approach this, and I need some help. Thank you, Joshua."
I thought that was really interesting.
Yep.
And first of all, Joshua was completely correct. I should mention that he used his full first and last name, and I removed his last name because there's a lot of Joshuas in Michigan, and we don't want, there's no need to narrow him down. Okay, so he's found a problem, and he's completely right that unfortunately we as he knows from this podcast, we're often reporting on unfortunately misinformed or poorly informed bureaucrats who, blame the messenger, shoot the messenger when they absolutely should not do so. Here's what I would recommend, and I spent a little time thinking about this. First of all, I think you have to go old school. You don't want to do anything in email or PDF or electronic because it leaves a trail. So I would create a short note that explains the problem and with enough technical detail that whoever is in charge of this will understand how, what it was you found and how to fix it. I would also print a copy of the CSV file. That is to say, you also, part of this note wants to get their attention. And if they see a printout of all the grades of the students in the class, that'll get their attention. However, do not print it on any printer that you own, especially a laser printer, because unfortunately we know that printers are the term is watermarking. They actually don't use water. They use yellow dots if they're color laser printers. And they actually salt pages with yellow dots to identify the printer that has printed it. So I would say, maybe create a PDF or just a Word doc or whatever, whatever format you're comfortable with, and take it to a printing facility and pay cash just to have, like a Jiffy Quick or a FedEx printer, or I can't think of the really famous one. We've always had one on the West Coast. Kinko's is the name I was trying to think of. Anyway, so get this printed on paper, fold it up, stick it in an envelope, and old school, address it to somebody who is an authority and send it to them. I think that's the best thing you can do. It will be anonymous. There will be no electronic trail that can be traced back to you. They will get the information. They will believe what you've told them, because right there will be a printout of the CSV. And I think that stands the greatest chance for getting this thing fixed and for keeping you completely free of any ridiculous claims of being a bad guy.
And it's kind of a sad fact that an honest person trying to do the right thing has to be very careful and cover their tracks as if they were doing something wrong, when in fact quite the opposite is the case.